When I got here earlier today and I checked in, the young lady had a pretty good laugh knowing that my parents named me after 2 beers, and I would tell you, after everything you guys have been through, you probably need something stronger than just 1 or 2 beers today. But I'll try to help you out a little bit with some things on the financial service side today and tell you about some stuff there. But first of all, just want to say that, personally and from TD Bank, our thoughts and prayers are with you for everyone that's been affected here. Certainly our employees and our stores have been affected also in a similar way. So we understand what you're going through. Just the simple things like trying to get our power back on, trying to get generator to our locations, and then once we get the generators, trying to get the gas to the generators. And then once we get the stores up and running, getting the money back to the ATMs and things like that. So we were able to respond quickly, and hopefully you've been able to also. So with that, I just want to talk a little bit about the bank itself, about some things that you can do in terms of financial needs that you have right now with yourself. Where are you at and what you should do? And what I would tell you right now, the key is communication. Communication with the folks that you see here. So communication with your customers, communication with your suppliers, and of course communication with your trusted advisors that they can help you through this time. So as you know, trying to get in touch with your folks. If you're closed right now, it's important to let them know what your game plan is and what you're going to be able to do. Your supplier side, they're going to be there to try to help you. We're all in this together. We all understand we've been there and we understand where you're at. So your suppliers will be able to help you also. And make sure you just let them know what your game plan is and where you're going to go. And then also your trusted advisors. Talk to your lawyer and your accountant and your relationship manager at your bank if you are having issues. I know that there is a delay here. You're going to lose a couple weeks of being able to treat your patients. It's going to hit your cash flow. And as part of that, you want to make sure that you have those discussions with the folks that are here to help you and let you know what's going to happen and what you can do and what they can do to help you out as part of that. There's a slide here, and it is a little bit small, but I wanted to get the information to you, and you will get this in your packet and online too. But it lists all the different government agencies. And I would tell you that this is the place that you want to go first if you've been impacted. As we've talked about, the gentleman from the SBA spoke about it. And I did talk to some folks. Somebody had a question about, is there a one-stop shop? In New York, there is a one-stop shop that the government has set up here, and it's NYCgov. And that is a new site that's been set up that you can go to, and you can find all the different resources that are available there. As you can see from here, there's all different things, and some of your customers may have some needs also. And once again, you will be able to get all this stuff, but NYC Business Solution Centers, as well as the SBA, and then you have FEMA, and you have shelter locations and also nutrition programs that are available also. So maybe some of your customers are going to be impacted, and these are some places you can help direct them to and let them get some help there. The SBA, as was talked about earlier, this is the stuff that we are providing to our customers when they come into our stores, because this is the only time the SBA can do direct loans when they have disasters like this. And they can respond very quickly and help folks out. And as you can see, they do ask you to go to FEMA first and then go to the SBA sites. And I would tell you this is a great location, and all the information is here, anything from the homeowners, if you're an individual homeowner, to businesses. So all that information is there. I won't go through it in detail, as our SBA gentleman was able to speak to that a little bit earlier, but I wanted to make sure that as a financial organization, we have our own SBA department, but in this case, directly, the SBA provides these type of loans itself. So what are some banks doing these days? So TD Bank, for example, is doing some things for our customers that are impacted, and I'm sure your bank is doing some very similar things. And as I mentioned, communication is a key part of what you need to do here. So if you do need money and you do need to talk to your financial institution, talk to them about some things. So for example, some things that we're doing is refunds for things such as deposits and loans and things like that if you happen to be late. We don't want customers to be unsafe and try to run to their local branch or run to their local store to make a deposit to cover some things. We want them to be safe. So we're waiving fees associated with this if you happen to be late on some of your payments. We understand that that is not your most immediate thing that you're going to do. And your local bank will probably be doing some similar things like that if you ask them. Immediate access to CDs. So oftentimes we put our money, we lock it up trying to get a better return, and all of a sudden you find out, look, you have an emergency, you need that money. Well, for example, we're going to be waiving, the payments, the penalties that are associated with trying to take that money out early. And if you talk to your local bank, I'm sure they will be doing some similar things to that. And then instant issue debit cards and credit cards, so you can get immediate cash available. So as we have talked about it, sometimes when you go through the SBA or other financial organizations, it takes a little bit of time to get some things done. Credit cards, debit cards, instant issue things are a great way to get instant availability in terms of cash and where you're at there. And then with TD Bank, you can call our 1-800 number and get some assistance associated with anything that's associated with Sandy to try to get some relief. The other thing I would mention is if you have a personal loan, if you have other business loans, and you're going to find that you're going to be perhaps struggling to make some of those payments, this is what communication is so important. Reach out to your relationship managers and talk to them. Let them know that you're going to struggle being able to make a couple payments here. And they will work with you to see if they can extend your loans, they can push your payments back a little bit. But the communication is key, because if you don't talk to them up front, they will not know that that's the case, and you will automatically receive the billing, and it'll end up showing up that you're late. But if you talk to them now and let them know, they can help you and try to defer some payments associated with it. And then the future, right? So what do you do? What do you do now? Where are you going to go in the future with this? Well, there'll be some folks that have decided that, look, I don't want to rebuild, and I may want to sell my practice. There are some other folks that say, look, I want to rebuild and I want to make it bigger and better for where it is there, where you're going to go. This is a time to reassess, take a look at where you're at with your practice and say, is this really what I want to do? Do I want to expand? Do I want to bring in some new equipment? Do I want to go to maybe some other locations? This is a good time to think about the future and to plan for the future. And that's why the conversations with your lawyer, your accountant, and your relationship manager at your bank are always a good time to do that. And at TD Bank, we do offer various services as well as your local bank, and the folks at Henry Schein are going to be able to help you out also for your needs from a financing standpoint on that side. So here is some of our contact information. Pat Farrell is with me here. David Badu is with me also. And if we can help you out, we will be around. And if you have any questions regarding finance or anything that you have in terms of what do I do with my bank, we're here to help you out. So thank you very much.